think as of tomorrow, I'll be 19 weeks out. So about 7 weeks in. This is like now the time I'm actually feeling good. The first 3-4 weeks, you know, the weight's coming off a little bit, but you're still not just seeing a body composition change, right? So that's like hard to just eat clean food and not see any results for like a month. And like the past 2 weeks of this prep, it's been where I could see actually, okay, muscles are separating, veins are starting to come out in my legs, weight's coming off still pretty quick, and I actually start to feel good as I'm training. I paid for a coach because I believe coaches need coaches, and it's simple. Follow the plan. It's pretty cut and dry. It's not, you know, rocket science. I've gotten accustomed to eating the same thing 5 times a day. It doesn't really bother me. It never really has. I don't really care because I understand that it's one, it's temporary, right? And two, I'm eating for performance. I'm not eating for taste. And I did a lot of eating for taste before this. So my body doesn't mind the break. So it's actually, I wouldn't say it's easy, but I wouldn't say it's been hard. It's just kind of automatic at this point. Every 3-4 hours, I know exactly what I'm having. There's no guesswork. It takes all the, you know, the questions out of it, which is nice. So I've always been a squat guy, right? That's my bread and butter in powerlifting, as you guys probably already know. I'm really getting into my leg accessories a lot more. Powerlifting, sometimes you neglect some of your accessories. I'm just as much of a victim of that as anybody. So this has been a nice change of pace, and now it's to the point where I can get good leg pumps. I can really break a sweat. My shirt's drenched, like kind of like the old school powerlifting, or sorry, rather bodybuilding videos. You see guys going crazy, sweating everywhere, getting in and out of the gym in an hour, and just hammering away while you're here. So back to those kind of days where I'm able to just hammer away for 45-50 minutes on legs, get a great pump, you know, feel the whole body. You really kind of get a whole body workout with it, but just seeing that leg vascularity is like, in my head these past 2 weeks is like, okay, now we're taking the next step as far as leaning out for the show. So I feel just so great training legs lately. It's been super fun. Yeah, so the repetition, again, I've kind of got used to it. I kind of look forward to it a little bit for the cardio. Cardio has obviously gotten easier as I've done more of it for the past, I've done cardio for the past 4 weeks, 5 weeks. So that's gotten a little bit easier, so it's less daunting. And the schedule is just kind of nice. Again, I know what I'm doing. I know the workouts that are already up. I know what time I need for cardio. And typically, Jacob and I are in here in the mornings anyway. Knock everything out within about an hour 15, and then I can go on about my day. So the routine of it is just, it's nice. I'm a habit guy. When I get my schedule down, just habits and rituals over and over and over, I feel like, you know, I can do it forever. I guess I'm just learning about how far I could push myself again. Like I said, it's been a long time. If you watch these videos, you know it's been about 13 years, 14 next year, since I stepped on a stage. And a part of me, I've talked about it for like over a year of just the dedication to get back to it. And I'm just learning that I still have that switch. I could still fire it up. I could still block out everything, block out all the sweets on Christmas, about to be New Year's parties, all that stuff. I can block it all out. I can flip that switch on why am I eating? What am I eating for? And just everything's focused on that May 10th date, and nothing really matters. So it's nice to see that I still have that in me after being away for just almost a decade and a half. Or harder to be me in and out of the gym. Both. It's easier because I know what I'm doing and I know what I have to do every day. So that makes it easy to schedule what I have to do around it. The harder part is like, again, holidays, even outside of holidays, stuff we're doing with the kids. If it's in a 6-hour time span, I have to figure out what meal I can bring. How do I heat it up, or do I have to eat it cold? So I have some challenges for sure. Like when I go to restaurants now with my wife and the kids, I just sit there and I have a water or a Diet Pop. So there's some challenges with that. The freedom to go out and eat and go on different kind of date nights with my wife, not able to do. So there's some challenges and there's a little bit of friction with that for sure. But I do like the schedule. I like the routine. I like knowing what I have to do that day. And I like the consistency of it. I think that's what, honestly breeds champions. Not saying I'm going to be the champion of the Chicago show, but in my mind, I'll be a champion because I followed exactly what I was supposed to do for 26, 27 week prep. And regardless of how I place, in my head, I'll know that I'm a winner.